Let's keep moving. Match day 3, baby. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
We got Wolves versus Manchester City for the first game at 4:30 a.m.
Why at 4:30? Why does it have to be at 4:30? I'm actually mildly worried about this because
okay.
I feel like Wolves just don't care at all. Like, they're just going to go for it. And they have shown over the first 2 games of the season to be pretty dangerous thus far and creative in the final third. And so, I don't know. I feel like they are certainly capable of nicking a couple goals off of maybe a underprepared and still getting ready for the new season like backline. And I don't know. I think we will 100% see a return to a back four. I think that like they'll get a little bit more respect than because I don't expect them to sit in the way Huddersfield did. So I think we'll go back to a back four.
I don't. I would expect you guys to play the same formation. I feel like that formation pins those fullbacks back. So like, and then it neutralizes the midfielder, which is going to be Neves.
Yeah,
I feel like
it's dangerous because like John Stones wanders forward every once in a while, and like it leaves us like basically like 2-6-3.
But I think at the worst though, I think you guys have like 3 to 4 goals to like if Wolves does score, they'll probably no more than 2.
The offense is clicking right now.
No more than 2. I don't see it
for sure. So I'm just a little bit worried, but this is a team that we should beat.
Yes, for sure.
100%.
I'm gonna go with City in this. What are you gonna go with?
I'm going to go with City, but I'm going to go like 4-2.
4-2?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go with City just regardless as a winner.
Okay.
They're going to have they have 83% to win, 3 to draw, 14 to Wolves.
Well, see? Some people out there thinking the way I'm thinking.
We got Arsenal versus West Ham. Interesting game. It's either Arsenal can play the right formation, and then if West Ham can exploit that wrong formation goal or show up and play. Like I said, I think Pellegrini doesn't have the quality that they did at City, but I think he's gonna be able to figure like you said, we're both of us are on this West Ham train.
Oh, you're on this West Ham train with me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was.
Welcome.
I picked West Ham last week.
Welcome. Well, yeah, but that was against Bournemouth.
Yeah, but they lost.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
But regardless, though, I feel like this is gonna be a draw. Okay.
I don't. West Ham are in much worse shape than I thought they would be.
Okay.
Even this early in the season. As long as Arsenal aren't as wasteful as they were against Chelsea, I don't expect West Ham to defend any better than Chelsea did. So
Okay.
I think that they could easily lose another like 4 goals to Arsenal and could get really ugly really quick for West Ham.
I think it might be a shootout. I think it's gonna be like 3-3.
Okay. I would like that because
Yeah.
I want Manuel Pellegrini to succeed.
Yeah, I think they'll get a point out of this at least. So 82% going to Arsenal, 4 for a draw, 14 going to West Ham. I like I said, I have a lot of faith in West Ham.
Yeah.
Like you. Next, we got some Everton won that game, right? Or they drew the first game against Wolves.
2-2 Wolves. 2-2 games. Yeah,
Okay.
Richarlison scored twice, and then there was that free kick after Jagielka was sent off.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
So we got Bournemouth versus Everton. Oh, this one's kind of tough for me to pick in a way because Everton's backline is a little tricky against either a Wilson or Fraser, my bad.
Fraser, yeah.
So it's going to be kind of tricky for them. I think Everton's midfield is a little bit better.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
But I do like Cook and then Aki. And I think, what's it called? Bournemouth is, I think their first game they ran a 3-man back. So they're more than capable of doing stuff.
I'm actually going to go with Bournemouth.
Okay.
I think that they're playing really well to start the year. Everton have yet to keep a clean sheet.
That is true. This is true.
So I think Bournemouth are definitely going to have their chances. So it's just whether or not they take it. And I'm going to go with they are going to take them. So I'm going to go like, I'm actually going to go 3-2.
Okay.
Bournemouth over Everton.
Another Richarlison goal.
Well, of course, because he's on my fantasy team, so you better score, Richarlison.
I'm gonna go with the draw again, just to make it different too. 78% going to Everton, 7 going to a draw, and then 15 going to Bournemouth. So Bournemouth are the underdogs
Yikes.
apparently.
So Bournemouth, you're telling me that Bournemouth only has a 1% higher chance of beating Everton as Wolves beating Manchester City?
I guess.
Yo. No way.
All right, next game we got bottom feeders, baby.
Bottom feeders.
We got the
Pond
we
scum.
got the homeless guys in Huddersfield Town, and we got the little 1-foot pigeon bird in Cardiff City.
This game could not come at a better time for Huddersfield. Huddersfield just got pasted 6 goals. What was funny about the Huddersfield losing 6 goals was that it didn't look like anyone cared that they just lost like 6-1. They're just like, whatever, like this is what we expected. Yeah. So Cardiff have been completely dead since they started the season. Cardiff have yet to score. So I'm going to go with a Huddersfield win here. I think that Cardiff will continue to struggle. They might score in this one. I'm going to go like 2-1. But I just think Huddersfield are a better team. Even though they're not that great of a team, they are a better team than Cardiff.
I'm gonna go with the draw.
Okay.
I don't trust any of these teams. Either of these teams, fortunately. But a little bit more evenly.
I was gonna say, watch Cardiff's gonna be
distributed
like
in the
13%.
Huddersfield has 51. A draw is at 16%, and then Cardiff has 33%. So it's a little bit more distributed out in there.
Is this is a home game for Huddersfield, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for Huddersfield for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next, Southampton versus Leicester City. Interesting.
Leicester City looked. I think they had a great first 45 minutes of the season against Manchester United, and I don't think that they really looked all that good since.
I like Maddison. I rate Maddison pretty well. I think he's going to have a good season. I think against the smaller teams, he's going to even do better.
Yeah, Madison's been a standout. They're going to be without Jamie Vardy, though, because of the red card.
But Kelechi Iheanacho.
Yeah, I know. I love him. He's a Manchester City hero. But
well, Southampton played. Who they played last week? They played
Everton,
and then the week before they played Watford. No.
I don't remember.
Bournemouth.
Yeah, that sounds like it could be right. Not Bournemouth. Bournemouth beat West. Oh no, wait, that's this weekend. Cardiff.
And they drew to Cardiff. That's not good.
Nah, they won. Bournemouth 1-2. Oh, sorry, I'm looking for Southampton. Sorry. I'm giving you false information. Burnley. 0-0 draw to Burnley.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
So they didn't score against Burnley, but Burnley is a pretty organized side. Even though they gave up 3
I wouldn't really
goals.
look too much into that. The 0-0 draw with Burnley.
For me.
I'm going to go with Southampton on this one.
I'm going to go with Leicester City on this
one. I was waiting for you to say a draw.
Because I like Maddison, Kelechi Iheanacho. Did I say it right?
Yep.
Yeah, his first name.
Kelechi.
And then Pereira looks pretty good for them as well. He was up there in passes or crosses, but then he got, I don't know, something switched for some reason. So, and then he's also in my fantasy team.
The true allegiances show
yes.
themselves.
Yeah.
I think Southampton has looked better than their results, and I think Leicester, without Jamie Vardy, are going to struggle to find a goal.
Is it like, dare I say it, do I believe that I feel like Danny Ings is a better striker than Jamie Vardy?
Prior to injury, I would have said yes.
Okay.
Obviously, Jamie Vardy has risen in prominence since then, but I think Jamie Vardy is currently a little bit overrated.
Okay.
So it's possible.
We'll see this year.
Ask me again in a month.
But anyways, so Leicester City won't have Jamie Vardy, but I still have them winning this game. They are at 79%, 7% draw, 14 to Southampton. A lot of these are.
I feel so bad for Danny Ings because
too.
He was Jamie Vardy. Like Jamie Vardy ate his lunch.
I would say
he wasn't as fast as Jamie Vardy.
He's not as fast as Jamie Vardy, but Danny Ings did create a lot of goals and made a lot of great runs when he was in Burnley, and he was scoring goals with Burnley.
Yeah, I know.
That's my thing. But like Jamie Vardy, like he had Mahrez, Conte.
Yeah, well, yeah,
He
but
had
I mean,
a lot more
yeah,
going on
I
in
understand,
there,
I understand.
so.
But like not like as far as the way he plays identical to Jamie Vardy, but like he was this like coming up from the lower divisions
Yeah,
with
yeah,
Burnley,
I agree.
then like scoring all these goals, scoring a bunch of goals in the Premier League, and then like got his like switch, and then like terrible injury,
Yeah.
and like ruined his career at like a terrible time, like right when he was rising. And then Jamie Vardy like came up like a couple years later,
Yeah.
and I mean like came to prominence a couple years later, and like kind of ate
I mean,
his lunch.
Klopp gave him a chance. It just didn't seem like he was going to fit in the Klopp
Yeah,
system because
yeah.
he already had Firmino. Firmino seems like the better fit with Salah. Like Danny Ings goes more
was before
just
Salah.
yeah, but I meant like he has like those guys go more forward than Firmino does sometimes. That's why
Yes,
Firmino
they do.
comes back. So
Firmino's more like center forward than he's a
Yeah.
striker. Yeah.
regardless, we got Liverpool versus Brighton.
Whew.
This is at Anfield.
I can't count that high.
I think it's gonna be a totally different result from the Man United game. Obviously, I think they're gonna have have high heads, but at the end of this game, they're gonna have some very low heads.
High heads.
But if they're organized like they were at Crystal Palace, absorbing pressure, get a nice counterattack with a Glenn Murray little cheeky goal, I could see that happening. I wouldn't be surprised. But I think Liverpool's gonna win this game. How about you?
Yeah, I'm gonna go 4-1
4-1.
Liverpool.
Okay.
I think Brighton will nick one. Hopefully early, get them squirming a little bit.
Squirming.
But Liverpool at home, it's gonna be too much for Brighton.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they're just gonna be parked in their own half. I don't think they're gonna be allowed to get out like they were against United.
Yeah.
So, I don't expect it to go well.
So 95% going to Liverpool, 1% going to
There you
draw.
go.
4%
You got
going to
4%, Brighton.
You got 4% going
I
to
got you. I got you.
Here we go. Watford versus Crystal Palace.
All right.
Watford side I like, and Crystal Palace side I like. Do you believe Crystal Palace is going to get their first
Before
3
today,
points of the season?
I would have picked Watford in this game with no hesitation. But Crystal Palace played really well today. And if they can play like that against Liverpool and continue that against teams of their ilk, I think it will be very good for them. So I'm actually going to go for Crystal Palace to get their first 3 points of the season.
That's too bad because I'm going to go with Watford.
Wow. Whatever.
Regardless, I think it's just Watford. I like what they offer up front. That's just me.
Are Watford on 6 points? Did they win both? Yeah, they did win both of their games. Okay.
Mm-hmm. But I wouldn't be surprised if Crystal Palace gets the W.
The dub.
Yes. But
Watford or Crystal Palace did already win a game this year.
They did?
Yeah,
yeah. They beat Bournemouth? No.
No, Bournemouth won.
No,
too.
they didn't beat Bournemouth. They beat someone else.
Cardiff.
Not Cardiff. That was a draw.
Where are they? I'm in the wrong week now. Who did these people play? Fulham.
Fulham. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Regardless, Watford is at 50%. Draw 10%. 40 going to Crystal Palace. Pretty even.
Pretty even, yeah.
Pretty even. Moving on. We got Fulham versus Burnley.
Ah.
Craven Cottage. Host. Is this the first game at Fulham?
No. The Palace game was at Craven Cottage.
Okay.
This one is tough for me
Yeah.
because
I like Mincevic.
I think that Fulham are actually the better team, but they haven't really played like it. But I do think they were unlucky against Palace in that first game.
They were unlucky last week too.
Yeah, they were.
In a way. Oh, actually, no. Wait, they played Tottenham. Never mind. I forgot about that game.
Well, yeah, but I mean, even like they put Tottenham under some pressure for
Yeah.
the first 45 minutes, first half.
I don't think they would have. At best, would have gotten a draw out of that.
Yeah. I'm gonna go for a draw. I think Burnley coming off 3-1 defeat to Watford, right?
Mm-hmm. Unfortunate to win.
Yeah, and
little sloppy.
And Fulham being at home, I think will give them a boost coming back home. Yeah, I'm gonna go for 1-1.
Let's see. If Fulham can definitely put that pressure on like they did against Tottenham, against a Burnley side that didn't really take pressure. If they can run some kind of press on Burnley to where, they're trying to play balls back or just play balls in weird positions like they gave against the Hughes goal, I could see Fulham doing that, but I also don't see Fulham scoring that type of goal. And I see some stupid mistake in that back line. A lot of long balls, like Burnley is leading in the Premier League. So I'm going to go Burnley on this one.
All right.
So Fulham has 53%.
Yeah.
Draw is at 9. And then 38 going to Burnley.
The draws are never more than like 10%. No one likes to pick draws, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
No one likes people that sit on the fence like I just did.
We are going to St. James's Park.
Newcastle versus Chelsea.
We're going where all the Geordies live. I think that's what they call themselves, right? Because of True Geordie.
I don't know. I don't watch that. I'm not a Man United fan.
Well, no, I think they call Newcastle people Geordies.
Okay, sure.
Okay. Newcastle versus Chelsea. Interesting test. Newcastle played Tottenham week 1, right?
Yes, they did.
And then they played Chelsea, obviously, this week. But then it's kind of
Yes, they did.
somewhat rough games. Good that they're getting Chelsea early. But I'm starting to feel that against top sides, they're going to be a below mid-table team watching them now.
Newcastle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they
I agree
still
with that.
I think them, Wolves, and like Burnley want to go for it, or even Watford want to go for it regardless of the team. They're going to try to score goals. But it just doesn't feel right. I feel like they haven't figured it out yet. I think Rafa Benitez will figure it out, but I don't think he'll figure it out for this game. But also, it's Chelsea. All you got to do is cross the ball.
Yep, that's what I was going to say.
And you have a guy named Rondon. What's his first name?
Solomon
Rondon. And then you have Joselu. And then you also have Kennedy, who will probably kick someone. Actually, can he play in this game because he's loaned out?
I don't think you can play against your parent club.
Oh, well, we'll see.
So probably not.
So it's a bit of a toss-up. If they can exploit the midfield, I feel, John Joe Selvey, get a little sneak ball in against David Luiz going out too far forward. A little run down.
I'm going to go for a draw.
You want to go for a draw?
Yeah.
All right, fine. I'm going to go for Chelsea.
What? After all that you just said? I think that Chelsea need to figure out their midfield situation, and their midfield situation is causing them problems at the back. So I think they're susceptible to conceding at almost any time. They kept giving up the same, like we talked about for the Arsenal-Chelsea game, they kept giving up the same exact chance, switch to the side, cut back to the penalty spot, wide open in front of Kepa. So, I'm going to go 2-2.
Okay.
Draw.
I'll be like 2-1.
Okay.
Chelsea with 88%. Draw with 3%, and then Newcastle only has
9%. People. Chelsea have not looked that good so far this season.
I don't think so either, but I still think I'm going to maybe like 3-2, but they're only win by one
I think
goal.
that's too many. Oh, Chelsea was 23? Okay, I was going to say, yeah. Oh, yeah, sure.
Last game, big game of the week. We got Manchester United versus Tottenham Hotspurs. This already looks. I'm already hesitant about this game. I think we need to change. Coming back from what we talked about in the preview for this. Sanchez is hurt apparently. Stay hurt, please. I think Rashford.
Stay hurt.
Either it'd be Rashford, Lukaku, Lingard, and then I like McTominay in the middle, but I don't think that he's going to play on Pereira probably, and then Pogba and then Fred. I don't think changing that. Maybe change. I don't. You can't really change the shape. Obviously, it's Tottenham. Maybe you might see something like that. I don't know if he's going to give Bailly or Lindelof and for some reason Phil Jones or Chris Smalling in. I don't see that happening. I think Darmian should come back in this game at right back, and then Luke Shaw continually stay at left back. I think Young should not be in this game because Trippier and whoever they play on the left is just going to tear up we're going to tear up Young's positioning and be able to get balls crossed in. I think Darmian offers that defensive side of the game and positioning that we're going to need. Obviously, it doesn't offer too much going forward, but we need more of a defensive guy there if we don't have anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that Lingard, Lukaku, and Rashford is the front three that everyone else thinks that Manchester United should have. Therefore, it's not going to be the front three that Manchester United end up playing, that Jose Mourinho ends up playing.
If anything, I think he does need to make the crucial change with Mata. Mata doesn't. I think he's a better coming off the bench. If anything, we'll probably see Martial for some stupid reason, and then Lukaku, and then probably Lingard. I feel because he made those changes obviously at the half with Rashford and Lingard. He's also going forward, but like it didn't offer going forward. Whatever is going on with the locker room and everything, it's not looking good. I'm still gonna pick United because I'm gonna pick.
You're contractually obligated to pick United.
I have to. But I think we can win this game. It's not fantasy land where we haven't beaten Tottenham.
It's a home game for you guys?
Yeah, and it's also a home game.
Good. So you guys can embarrass yourselves at home now. Because I'm going to go with Spurs. I think that they have the better midfield. I think that they have the better attacking, at least more like clinical attacking. I think Harry Kane is 100 times the striker that Romelu Lukaku will ever be. And I don't even really think that highly of Harry Kane. I just think that Romelu Lukaku's trash. I guess I would like to see United play the front three that you're describing, especially with Alexis Sanchez out. I've always thought that Rashford should be starting over Lukaku anyway, but I guess there's a lot of people that seem to think he's better on the left than he is in the middle.
Yeah. I think he makes better runs and he is more active, and he also is better on the ball and is able to like just get in weird situations where he just helps someone score, creates a chance, or scores himself.
I think
Lukaku doesn't do that at all.
I think that you guys might as well start with Marouane and Fellaini in midfield because we all know you're going to end up there eventually.
Yeah, that was
anyway.
another big problem. Like at the second half, it seemed like we were just trying to play long balls from the midfield into there. And I hope this is not what's going to happen. It happened last year, where we won with Martial getting the long ball. I don't know who it was from, but it was off Lukaku, I believe. And then it was him, and then he got that like just one-on-one goal after beating. I think it was Alderweireld.
I think you're right. Yeah, I think it was
and
Alderweireld.
Scoring, but I think that's going to be the same thing that's going to happen here. I think Tottenham's going to put a lot of pressure on us. We're going to absorb, and that goal's going to come from all that pressure, and then being able to come back. Depending on what Tottenham's shape is, I think they played a 3-man back when we played them at home last time for this fixture.
Okay.
So I think it was like Alderweireld, Sanchez, and then I want to say
Probably Trippier.
No,
Or Ben Davies, or maybe
no. Vertonghen was hurt. I think Vertonghen. Yeah, it was those three
okay.
at least. But
yeah, I think Spurs are the better team at the moment. I think they don't have as many question marks surrounding their team and club at the moment. I saw an interesting stat about David De Gea the other day. Like since the end of the World Cup, he's faced 11 shots on target and 10 of them were goals. And that was just like a little startling to me because he's always the guy that's like standing on his head, like keeping United in the game, and just like hasn't been able to come up with saves recently.
I think he could have saved that penalty. The Glenn Murray one, there was no saving that one. And then the Duffy goal, that was on the defense, I feel.
Okay. Well, I'm
So
just
far.
saying. I'm
So
just
far.
saying.
And
10 of 11 shots.
The
back
Leicester goal was like a weird one where he thought he was going out. I thought he should have tried to go get that ball, but obviously he didn't.
Oh, the Vardy's one off the
Vardy's
post.
goal. Yeah, that was
I don't really blame him too much for that one
Yeah,
personally, but
but-
I'm just saying it was just a weird, like compared to what we've seen from David De Gea for the last
Yeah.
like few
Recent-
years, like it's just a weird stat to see
Yeah.
that many like goals. And you guys haven't seemed to solve anything as far as like center backs. I don't think really, especially after that last game against
I
Brighton.
think the first game against Leicester, I think they played well. Bailly played well, but this game was just like, I think there's just no they exploited the no protect. Like, not that Pereira doesn't offer that much protection, but I don't think he offers like what a Matic can offer from the midfield.
I think you guys are really missing Nemanja Matic.
Yeah,
Which
But I
is
mean-
part of the reason why I know it's like Marouane Fellaini is a bit of a meme, but I really think that you guys should consider starting him. I think that he would offer more as far just like winning second balls in the midfield.
I think what Mourinho wants is the Pereira to distribute the ball from the back, and then I don't know. You know what I mean? It's just weird.
I know what you
Doesn't
mean,
make
but
no
it's not been
sense.
happening.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go Spurs.
Well,
I'm gonna
Pereira's
go.
more of a forward player. I don't know why he's.
I'm gonna go just 1-0.
Okay.
Spurs.
All right.
I'm sorry.
We'll see. What time is this game?
12 p.m.
So
Monday.
Are we gonna watch it next week?
Sure. I'll laugh at you. It's fine.